Here we go. 3 ChatGPT extension to automate your life. ChatGPT on WhatsApp, Gmail, Google Sheet, your code editor, and more. Bruh. Unless you have been living under a rock, and you probably know how ChatGPT is changing vision is and the way we work and communicate. The only need to an open AI website to unlock the power of ChatGPT. But if we could use ChatGPT not only in the official website but on the WhatsApp, Gmail, Google Sheet, or more places. Now it's possible. We can have a ChatGPT functionalities on different app through extension here 3 ChatGPT that will help automate your life. God on a box, ChatGPT on WhatsApp. Picture this: you are in the middle of WhatsApp chat and suddenly don't know how to answer a question or run out of ideas to keep the conversation. And this can be happen to anyone, but it shouldn't be a problem. Now we can use an extension called a code in a box. The extension create a chat with the ChatGPT version. You only need to register and you have can starting ChatGPT. So you can extension to the same way that you use ChatGPT. Here is example. What's the meaning of life? The meaning of life is philosophical question that has been debated throughout history. Many people believe that the meaning of life is it's not good. God in a box understand the context so you can start a conversation with it is as if you want to note that the god inbox is free up to 30 messages a month. In case you want unlimited message you have to get let's start at 6 month online chat GPT on the Google Chrome. If you want to unlock the power GPT on the Google Chrome you should download a Merlin. With Merlin you can use chat GPT functionality on sites like Gmail, Google Sheet and anywhere you want to. The lecture GPT human name with lots of things and summarize the concept of a like and we ask Merlin to generate a summary based on the text. Write professional email. Provide Merlin with a prompt that is most complex Excel formula. Provide Merlin with a prompt that describe desired function and ask to generate a formula based on that prompt. Like this extension code GPT, chat GPT with VS Code. If you want to improve your productivity as a program, you should download extension. There's VS Code extension. The VS Code allow us to generate code, explain code, action. To generate code, we only need to type command and press code shift I, and then code GPT will open a new window with the code. If we want to explain the code, you only select some code right on the select the code, explain code GPT. Code GPT will open a new window with output for a new this automatic life with yeah, bro, it's good. So chat GPT mind blowing extension. It's good. Raise good woman, the power of indulgence. How's your the age-based classroom class education. Let's read this one, bro. क्या नया टीचर लगा गया something also blindly stupid yet unafraidly firmly in a place that we can't see them enough for what once recognized what didn't make sense suddenly does. Everything that seemed sense is clear in such a what happened to me, a teacher of 24. But when I happen to be considered the age-based classroom, a classroom I grew up, then now I have thought 58th and every high school. The classroom I define a reflection I don't have. The very structure I am saluting the but every year since I started teaching grade to grade, class to class, and some like school graduation at the 18. As profound as a marriage, but once seen it cannot even seen, and the way we structure education is absolutely deranged. The age-based classroom is not stupid; it's com- counterproductive, and it drives with the relentless insistence every single horrible from our commitment to grade to our standardized test to our unyielding use of fear and failure of motive. COVID exposed the fantasy of age-based classroom. We now got a room of practical, emotionally, socially, and academic spread across 4 to 5 extreme grade level and expectation that we all. Even before COVID, classroom management was a teacher greatest challenge and really result in anything close to satisfying. Teaching would be easy if every kid were a similar interest and personality and growth as they can be, but they aren't. So we have two disinterested students alongside interesting one student behind alongside a student I hate a student calm mixed with emotion a student mature among a student childish before COVID. A semblance of equilibrium was created by waiting kid into a some boys comfortably each year from kindergarten on because they were all in the same place at the same time doing the same thing at the same age. If you start with a 5 year old and demand them how you start and learn certain things that same group can move along at 6 10 7 and each year expectation and content are change accordingly which allow occasional time to deal with the outliers and maybe because the system worked more most good in the modeling if often wrote and a cheerless fashion, we all expected that a schedule couldn't be questioned. But COVID shattered that when classroom went back to earlier. We had kids who missed huge chunks of daily classroom blacksmithing that usually went to the harming out homogeneous group of similarly asked behavior and social some of third graders we are still on the roll around on the carpet stretch of the first grade and some fifth grade still and plenty of 8th grade still though I believe in Santa Wonderworld and once you grasp you that nothing in your teacher tricks is enough for classroom you may start questioning the entire aperture for me the clarifying moment came when I realized just how much of my classroom was subtly depend upon the behavior and expectations quietly tapped in the through all this year and how inflexibly my own content aligned with more defined almost entirely. When I realized the only way to get a one kid to stop interrupting or read aloud, walking to me and tuck my shirt to tell me about the pet turtle was to give this 10-year-old crayon or cold drink. When I realized that I wasn't misbehaving, one vlogged about her life in it's not good the power of indulging the period of it. Why I learned selling comedy ticket on Barack Obama. How much followers does he had? 196. Wow. 25 for 6 mm, microdosing. Stone and John Hill. Product range is 64 just set goal build system. Oh, here we go. The problem with bullshitting. It's that time of year again. The cycle never get old. Let me guess you probably reflecting on the treacherous year. It's been the trial and tribulation you have to overcome. Yet you have highly convinced next year will be different. I wouldn't. I hate to be party pooper, but I genuinely I want the best of you. So I will tell you as it at the beginning of 22. You probably set goals you want to achieve for the year, right? Lose weight, kill your debt, learn a high ticket skill. You achieve it if you didn't. I'm not talking about to click the X button in the top right corner of a screen Hmm. But if you didn't, I want to help you to break the habit of setting lofty goals that never get realized. I want to share with you the technique I transitioned from a taekwondo fighter who was once stripped that represent his TV at 20, to a footballer who walked away the professional contact, to a preacher learning congregation of 50, to a machine learning engine and writer whose stories have been viewed more than 2 million times in a all in the all in the space of a decade. As you read the remainder of the story, keep an open mind. I will leave you practical step to implement from today that to transfer the outcome you achieve in a like the late Albert Einstein used to say, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different result. The problem with goal setting, we have always told a lie. Goal setting is not how to achieve the thing you want to live. A goal is required for direction, but to think how you will achieve what you want to float. Hereby, the first positive fantasy trap. It's easy to become over invested in achieving your goal. You know when the only thing you can think of achieving the excitement, the joy, the relief. This is called a positive fantasy. It's not healthy. Psychologists have found the number one way your brain can unintentionally deter you from realizing your goal is fantasizing. Positive fantasies allow you to indulge desired future mentally. You can taste the sensation of what you like to achieve your goal in the present that deplete your energy to pursue the desire. You also not allowed to obstacle you have to inevitably face which leave you stagnant or upon encounter. The outcome first trap goal on is in an outcome. This doesn't take into consideration the development required to meet the outcome. Why do you think 70% of lottery winners go broke and third declare bankruptcy within 3 to 5 years? The symptom is treated, but the cause is untouched. It's easy to think the outcome are problem when things look gloomy. You consequence of the when you broke you feel broke. When you overweight you feel overweight. But it's easy to miss the causes of the recurring outcome because they usually occur at the subconscious level. Yes, you can win the lottery at or get a lap function. What if you want to continue to spend recklessly or eat a junk food all the time? You will right back to where you started. Solving problem at the outcome level is temporary. Have you ever thought what I achieve I am be happy in the failure state? It's byproduct of adopting the goal first mentally. Happiness is pause past to same letter date in the future while you present better. There is no water system. System is moving force of for the goal is set. The preserve the need you self control and increase your overall happiness in long run. Goals are good for setting a direction, but system are best making progress. Here are a few examples of objective write a book and a system write 2 city page a day. Objective grow a social media post daily master an instrument. The importance of system introduce a structure. For example, you can use this grid system to determine your browsing agility. I'm not certain the perfect, but it's guesswork out of the bank. Think will likely pay back to our money. The same is true for your life system. Eliminate the guesswork about what you must do achieve what you want. Goals without system create choice in your life. Here you need to system focus on skill. Focusing is embraces I am not yet where I want to, but I will step closer. Even if you don't achieve your goal, you have developed a skill that will stay for forever. All your effort and not the win. System create lifelong change. Unlike goal system emphasize process. System treat the cause of problem and change byproduct. For example, treating lousy spending habit may result in you having more disposable income. System embrace happiness in the present. System acknowledge the gray until where you want to go. It's not just black and white. You don't have to wait until you achieve what you want to before you can happy. You can be happy now. You can be happy now feeling a sensation. How to create a system in 5 steps. Step 1. What do you want to achieve? Sit down and think what you want to. Be honest with yourself and don't be afraid to go deep. For instance, I'm saying with a profession for the 5 why. Everyone have a goal. Sometime people have the same goal. What you will from your why it's what fills with your sense of mission, what it is essential to identify where the core problem lies, the thing from where you want to be. The 5 why technique is a great tool to this crucial. It's pretty simple. Ask yourself why do you want to, what do you want. Answer the repeat and process for instance, take why do you want to be best professional for reason I have achieved. Why do you want to prove it to people who doubted you? Why do you want to people to give on you? Let's kill them. Why do you kill your confidence? Because it's the root. Learn the correction required. I like to think of the stage as a building, the bridge where you want to win the way. The great thing about learning what you need to do, you don't have to come up with yourself. It's likely other have already achieved what you want. All you have to do is find them and follow trial. If, for example, if your goal is figure with online business to sign up for that teaches the step. The steps are only even creative. Don't invent the will. Step implementation. Now you have defined the action required to get what you want. You must set intention to implement them. This is no implementation. I will at time at location. That means I will train using garlic and weight exercise for an hour. I will train and review and presentation will deliver. But if you necessarily it's vital to why system was effective. Tracking progress measure what is not working. For example, if you have to go gym or I feel what you may prefer to work in the session, find out, find what you want to do. Thank you. Have a nice day. Sorry.